Tonight on WVUA News at 6.
Enforcing immigration laws. Who should be responsible, the federal government or individual states? Alabama Congresswoman Terry Sewell weighs in on the controversy.
Plus, good news for millions of Americans on Social Security. We'll have details. But first, a new business breaks ground in Hale County. We're glad you're with us. I'm Janie Wallace. Lynn Brooks is on assignment tonight. Greensboro is home to a new business in the catfish industry.
And it's adding what are called green jobs. WVUA's Travis Leader has more from Hale County.
Alabama Protein Farms in Hale County is breaking ground for a new processing plant that will produce renewable resources from Hale County's biggest private industry, catfish.
Well, we're going to take the waste products from the catfish processing plants and turn them into a fish meal and fish oil, which will be used as a protein supplement for cattle and other domestic animals.
Kaiser sees this as an opportunity to help the job market in the hard-hit Hale County.
We'll not only have the employees here in Hale County, but we'll be employing people, Alabama people, to build the plant and put things together for us.
One of Kaiser's employees says this is a beacon of light for the catfish market because the industry has been facing tough times.
There's been 2 or 3 catfish farmers who've gone out of business and tried other things, and from what I heard of that, they went under on it too.
After the groundbreaking ceremony, the Kaiser family invited everyone over for some good southern catfish.
Strict orders not to start cooking any fish till we broke up there and we were driving down the driveway, because we wanted to come straight out the grease and straight onto the plate, and I think that's what happened.
Reporting in Hale County, Travis Leader, WVUA News.
And Kaiser says he expects the facility will be fully operational by the end of February.
New at 6 for you, U.S. Representative Terry Sewell is speaking out about the state's controversial immigration law. Sewell, who is a Democrat, says she feels immigration enforcement belongs at the federal level. Alabama's new law has come under criticism by the U.S. Justice Department and several advocacy groups. Fear of the new law has many Hispanic parents seeking ways to protect their children in case they are deported, and some have even packed up their entire family and moved out of the state. Sewell says ultimately the burden to enforce immigration law lies with Congress.
I think immigration is definitely a federal and a national issue. I think that we in Congress have to take up putting together a national comprehensive immigration policy, and that onus is on us.
Now, last week, as we have reported, the 11th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals issued 2 temporary rulings regarding Alabama's immigration law. A federal judge blocked the part requiring schools to check immigration status of students, but it issued a temporary ruling allowing police to detain immigrants who are suspected of being in the country illegally. A final decision on the law will not be made for months to allow time for more arguments.
On your crime watch, a Tuscaloosa woman arrested in connection with a bank robbery. It happened Tuesday afternoon at the Alabama Credit Union on University Boulevard. According to police, 29-year-old Heather Marshall Marroquin is charged with 2 counts of robbery. Police say around 4 o'clock on Tuesday, a woman demanded money from a cashier and told them she had a weapon. After she got the money, she left the scene. Officers later located the suspect and the money. Marroquin is in the Tuscaloosa County Jail under a $75,000 bond. If you stepped outside today, you know a big change is taking place. It's a lot cooler than in recent days, and the mercury is expected to dip even lower tonight. For the latest now on what you can expect, let's go to Chief Meteorologist Richard Scott.
Hey, Philip, good Wednesday evening to you. Much cooler out there today. We're looking live with our Tuscaloosa Tower camera to the southwest of O'Brien-Denny Stadium. A lot of clouds in place now. Looks much like a wintry day. And it feels a lot like winter today. Temperatures down in the 50s, 52 in Tuscaloosa. Have 49 in Marengo County, Demopolis at this hour, 44 in Haleyville, 46 in Coleman and Gadsden, Birmingham, 50 degrees, clear, 51. Temperatures will likely fall back in the mid-40s by 10 o'clock tonight on average. Some places already cooler than that. In fact, 40 by midnight tonight. Clouds gradually decrease later tonight, but what about the rest of the forecast and your weekend forecast? Join us for Home Team Weather for the full details.
All right, thanks, Richard. Well, a dip in the temperature means more people will be cranking up the heat. And for many people, this week may be the first time their heat's turned on. But before you do, there are some things to remember to keep you and your family safe. Greg Perry with Premier Service Company says the biggest problems homeowners face when turning on their heat is carbon monoxide. It's an odorless, colorless gas that has no warning and can be deadly. Perry says that prevention is a key to being safe.
Okay. It's always good pre-winter to have someone to check the heat out. Especially if you're moving into a place and you don't know the history of it, it always needs to be checked. You never really know what's taking place, or actually from the time the air conditioner is off, you get ready for the heat season, a lot of things can happen. So.
Now, according to the National Fire Protection Association, there are some tips you can follow to keep your family safe. Keep anything that is flammable at least 3 feet away from heating equipment like a furnace, fireplace, or portable space heater. And you should also have this same 3-foot rule for your kids around open fires and space heaters. Have a certified technician install any type of heating equipment. Also have equipment and chimneys inspected and cleaned every year by a professional. And remember to turn off portable heaters when leaving the room or going to bed. And finally, test the smoke and carbon monoxide alarms regularly. Tuscaloosa County drivers may soon see some changes coming to Martin Road and Highway 69. Tuscaloosa County commissioners are considering adding a turn lane at the intersection of Highway 69 and Martin Road. Commissioner Don Wallace says Martin Road is heavily traveled and gets backed up during rush hour. Wallace says plans have been in the works to widen the right lane for years, but state officials said to get the right lane, commissioners must also add a left turn lane from Highway 69 onto Martin Road. Wallace says Highway 69 is not a county road, and the county's not interested in spending the money to fix a road that doesn't belong to them. But he says the county may have to step up to solve the issue anyway. Wallace says they hope to have the plan in place within the next 2 weeks.